YouTube family, yes sir, it's your boy and we're back with another video. In today's video, I'm literally gonna break down the trade that I caught out during London session, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step on what I was thinking and why I took this trade. Okay, supply and demand is the best strategy you can learn as a new trader. So if you guys want to learn supply and demand, watch this whole video because I'm literally gonna break down step by step. Okay, you do not want to miss out. Okay, so before I get started into the video, you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. Again, I am doing a giveaway. Once I reach 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I will be giving out 2 funded challenge to 2 people in my Discord. Okay, so you guys haven't, go join the Discord. The link will be down below. It's literally free. I'm not charging you guys. I want you guys to learn for free. I want you guys to level up in 2024 without having to pay anything. All right, so literally join. The link will be down below. Okay, so let's get into the breakdown. Right, so before I even break down this trade, I want to show you guys the Discord. Right, so this is the Discord. Right, I'm literally calling out this trade. So I caught out this trade at 12:53 a.m. right, I am waiting on gold. Right, so this is what I have my setup. Right, and then at 1:04 a.m. this is when I enter the trade. I'm letting everyone know that I'm in this trade, where my entry is, where my stop loss is, and where my take profit is. All right, and then as you guys can see, we hit take profit 12 pips. Right, you look in the results, it's all right here. Right, Josh, again in my Discord, he caught this trade as well. So we're literally doing this in the Discord. All right, I have 68 members right now. Actually, I lied, I have 78 members in the Discord. Okay, so again, if you guys want to learn how to trade, you know, you don't have to pay nothing. You literally don't. Right, there's people out there giving free education. You know, you don't have to learn from me, but I'm doing whatever I can to help you guys out, because when I started trading, I didn't have anybody giving me free resources, whatever the case is. Right, I had to pay for these courses, I had to pay for a mentorship, I had to buy this, buy that. Right, so 2024 is here. I want you guys to be able to level up without having to spend a dime from your pocket. All right, so let's get into the breakdown. Right, so as you can see, this was a setup that I called. Right, again, 12 pips, we smash TP literally in 5, 10, 15, 20, in about 30 minutes we smash our take profit. All right, so stay tuned for the video because I'm literally gonna break this down. I want you guys to understand that any strategy could work. Right, you just have to understand how the candles are moving. Okay, it doesn't matter how much indicators you have on your chart, it doesn't matter what you put on these charts. If you do not know how to read these candles, you will not master any strategy. All right, so let's get into the breakdown. Right, so first things first, when I got to the market, right, I was right here. So let me erase this, as well. So this is on the 5 minute. Right, I always start on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, so as you guys can see, right, this is the 5 minute. Right, so what am I noticing on the 5 minute time frame? Right, we are breaking structure to the upside. Right, we're literally taking these out. We literally took all of these out. Right, we are breaking structures to the upside. Okay, also we are above the 200 EMA. All right, so cool. What is that telling me on the 5 minute? The 5 minute looks bullish. Okay, but do I base my trend out the 5 minute? No, I do not. I need to look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour to see where trend is at, where price is at. Okay, so I see that on the 5 minute. Now first thing I do is I go to the 1 hour. So what is the 1 hour doing? Right, when I'm looking at the 1 hour right now, I see that price is consolidating. Right, we are between these two ranges on the 1 hour. Right, but if I disregard the zones, right, what I'm seeing is we are not breaking any lows to the downside. Right, as you can see, there's a low right here. Right, we never close below. Right, we have another low right here, we never close below. This is where price is at currently. Right, we are making higher lows. Okay, so yeah, price is consolidating. Right, but at the same time, we are not breaking structure to the downside. Okay, we're still making new higher lows. Okay, so that's what I noticed on the 1 hour. Yes, the 1 hour is under the 200 EMA, but I'm looking at how structure is moving. Okay, most of the time you're not going to see clear directional trends, so you have to understand where these market structure points are at. Okay, so I understand that we are not breaking to the downside, we're still creating higher lows. Right, so that's telling me that okay, cool, we could have potential buying pressure coming in when the session opens up. Okay, so now I go to the 4 hour. What is the 4 hour doing? Right, Again, the 4 hours doing the same thing. Yes, it looks like we are moving sideways, right? As you can see, we are moving sideways, right? But again, we're not breaking any lows. This was a low right here, right? This was another low. So if I put a line at this low right here, right, where those body closes, as you can see, when I zoom in, you see these lows right here where this line is at, no candles closed below this this zone, right, or this line. So what is that telling me? We are still creating higher lows, okay? And at the same time, on the 4 hour, the 4 hour candle is also above the 200 EMA, right? As you can see right here, let me pull this back out. We are above the 200 EMA. You can see this candle right here. We are above the 200 EMA, okay? So cool. The 4 hours telling me that we are bullish. The 1 hour, we are under the 200 EMA, but we are not breaking structure to the downside. We are creating higher lows, okay? So that's giving me a 50-50 chance that, okay, cool, we are bullish on the 1 hour as well, okay? So now let's go to the 5 minutes. So now understand that the 4 hour, we're bullish. The 1 hour, we are under the 200 EMA, but we are showing bullish confirmations, right? And also on the 5 minute, we are breaking structure, right? We just took out all of these highs right here. So should I even be trying to sell? No, because why? Because we are breaking multiple structures. 1, 2, 3, 4 structure points to the upside, okay? So cool. I realize that. Then I understand that we're above the 200 EMA, okay? So now what do I do, right? Once I figured that out, I'm only looking for buys at this point because there's no signs that the market is telling me that we are gonna come down, okay? So as you guys see, we broke structure, right? And then at the 200 EMA, we had this bearish candle before this aggressive push, right? See that bearish candle right there before this aggressive push? That is a demand zone, okay? So a demand zone doesn't have to always be 2 to 3 candles. It could literally just be 1 candle before the aggressive push, okay? So I realized that we also had a high right here, right? So we broke structure to the upside. We took out these highs. So at this point right here, right, at that point, this whole move pushed up and we took out these highs. As you can see, we had this high right here, right? We broke above these highs, right? From this point, this is where the push started, right? And we closed above these zones over here, right? So cool, we're breaking another structure. This is another structure right here on the line graph, right? That's another structure, okay? So what I do, I go back to the 5 minute, look at the candles. So if I know at this move right here, we had aggressive buying which broke structure and closed above, we should have some type of gap being left behind or demand zone being present, right? So how I would draw my demand zone was, before a aggressive move to the upside or downside, you want to see the previous candle before that move and see what it is, right? So before this bullish candle, we had a bearish candle printed, right, which also left a gap, right? So I would draw my zone from the top of that bearish candle to the bottom wick of that bearish candle, right? So that's my demand zone right now, okay? So what do I do at this point? Do you guys see the gap? The gap is literally from right here, where this box started, to this wick, right? Because what happened once this candle pushed up and broke the structure, we only came back to fill in this much, right? It was only this much that was filled, right? We still have this gap right here that needs to be filled, okay? So in order for a price to keep pushing to the upside, we need to come back to let people get into the market, okay? So what do? Do I take a buy up there? No, I do not. I need to wait for price to come back, fill in my gaps, tap in my zone, and give me my confirmation, okay? So let's play this out. Cool, boom. So this bearish candle came down, filled in this gap, so I could take out this gap, right? Now, if candles do not break below the zone, the trade is still valid, okay? So what I'm looking at here is I'm taking the next candle break. Whatever candle breaks the highs, I'm entering my trade for a 1-to-1, okay? So I see this right now, right? Play this out. Boom. So this bullish candle literally took out this bearish candle high, right? So what do? I enter, once it breaks this candle high, my stops below here, below the zone, right? And then I'll target my 1-to-1. And that's literally all I am doing, right? I'm literally just waiting for price to come back to my zone, adding my confluences together and taking the next break, okay? No matter what break it is, I'm entering on that break, okay? So let's play this out. Boom. Literally in 5, 10, 15, and 20 minutes, right? I literally caught 12 pips in 20 minutes, okay? So that's all I did on this trade, right? I lined up the 5-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. I had to see what structure is doing, okay? A lot of times, if you are having a hard time seeing what price is doing when it's moving sideways, look at the structure point. Look at the previous structure point. Are we breaking to the downside, or are we still making higher lows, or whatever the case is, right? So you have to understand where these candles are and what they are printing, okay? So literally on this trade, price came back to my demand zone, took the break, caught 12 pips, and I'm done for the day. I go for my 1-to-1. I'm trying to get in and out as fast as I can, okay? And if you did wanted to hold this trade, right, because of course now we have a lot of bullish volume, right? We have a lot of buying pressure coming in, right? So you could have literally target these highs right here, right? Because you have to understand, we have liquidity sitting at these levels, right? We have orders sitting up here. People were selling from this level coming down, right? So we still have money sitting up here, right? So price should eventually come up and take those sellers out, okay? So if you play this out, literally what happened, right? We literally smashed all the way up here to the top, right? Because there's liquidity sitting up here, right? So that's literally all I'm doing every day when I get to the charts, right? I start on the 5-minute, I go to the higher time frame to see my confluences, and then I go back to the 5-minute to see what I'm doing for the day. If I'm buying for the day, or if my directional bias is to buy, I'm only looking at a demand setup. If my directional bias is telling me sells, I'm only looking for a supply setup, okay? Stick to your strategy, stick to your rules, and I promise you, you will see trading so much different, okay? Your growth will be so much faster because now you're understanding that, all time frames work together, okay? So again, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Again, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, I'm literally calling out these trades, and I'm gonna break down every trade that I take in my Discord to show you guys what exactly I was thinking. And again, supply and demand is the best and the only strategy you will ever need. All right, so again, that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.